Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as Germany. Let's continue on where we last left off. So, as you can tell, we have a decent amount of money. And we are building up all of our railroads at the time. So we can start building up some forts. Because I think... don't press that button. Don't press the Windows key. That does make things a little bit more tricky. So, I'm going to start building up some military forts basically across the entirety... Not across the entirety of Germany, but just in a handful of places. We are going to get our... We're also going to commission another warship. The game did crash after like 2 minutes into the video, so I already know slightly what's going to happen. Italy is going to unify very, very soon. We're going to get an event basically saying, do we want to ally them, or do we want to declare war on them? And we're basically just going to ally them, because we have a peace treaty with you, and this is going to be the guy that's actually going to win. Our truce lasts until December of this year. So we could theoretically launch... Why are you over here? What are you doing? We could theoretically launch an invasion of Italy for humiliation CB. I mean, they're going to be a great power regardless. But an occupied... Like, I mean, who are you allied with? Absolutely nobody. So that... I mean, that seems pretty good to us. Like a humiliation, just to make sure that you can keep them down. Vietnam, we could probably get them. Are they going to get in our sphere? Yes, they are. So let's put them in our sphere for right now. That should at least mean that France won't try to annex these guys. At least not anytime soon. We are, we have these 3 small African nations in our sphere as well. So you probably annex those guys very soon. I'm hoping to at least get to the rush of Africa by the end of this recording session. So about the end of this current week, which is the week of... I have no idea. I don't remember off the top of my head, so never mind. Are you in my sphere? Yes, you are. Is anybody trying to take things from my sphere? Poland and... I mean, you're... Okay, we're going to decrease opinion of the Russians. I mean, a lot of people have opinions are friendly towards Hungary, which is really not great for us. But not much we can actually do. So the Netherlands, you are friendly with the British. And I don't think we'll be able to actually really influence you much. Again, you're friendly with the French. Switzerland is friendly with the French, and the United States just cordial with us. Serbia. Greece was friendly with the British. But not Republic. It's friendly basically with everybody, but I think Russia's going to get them in their sphere. Unfortunately, it'd be nice if Hungary could, like, invade. But not Republic, like, right now, before they get into the Russian sphere. Because I don't know if Russia can intervene while Hungary and Russia have a truce. Don't hit the microphone. So who do I want to actually influence? Probably not Persia. You're neutral to Japan. You're opposed to the British and not hostile. The Nej Emirates. South Africa. Like, nobody here. Like, Brazil, maybe? You're friendly with the British. I mean, we could maybe get Chile, but does Chile offer us anything that's actually worthwhile? Which one? Yeah. We got some grain. We have a little bit of gold. Fish. Some steel. Nothing too crazy, though. That would actually be worth putting into my sphere. Like, Colombia would be nice. They're already friendly with a bunch of people, though, so I don't know if we're really going to be able to influence them much. You're already in the American sphere. So, unfortunately, like, our options are quite limited. We're probably not going to be able to get Korea, because they're already, like, 94 points with Russia. So that doesn't seem extremely likely. What do like Tunis? You're cordial with the French, but I think we can maybe beat them. Can I put some investment into you? No. So that does kind of hinder those plans a little bit. The French are already trying to use their points against us. Fine. We'll stop with them. Morocco is cordial with the French. Hostile with the United States. You know what? Let's get Morocco, see if we can actually get them in our sphere. Because again, but any of those African countries, we will just more or less annex when the time comes. Premier Shield is... Supply list too low on them. I'm kind of surprised that Italy has not unified yet. They unified like as soon as I started recording this video the first time. So I'm not too sure what the issue there is. So it's 1846. We have an education, prestige. I think maybe, you know what, I'm gonna get naval beams +1. These two are useful because I'm thinking at this moment we could probably beat any country on land in Europe, whether it's Russia or the French. If we're just fighting a one-front war, we should easily win. It's the British that are actually going to be the biggest threat to us, because their navy is massive and it's quite strong. We have 52 boats, but our boats suck. Like, our military tech is at 15. Theirs is at 10. So the British, like, ground forces more or less are bad, but their navy is really strong. So being able to push your way into England and actually land troops there is going to be nigh on impossible without a strong navy to back it up. Because right now you have 45 ships, yes, but they're all garbage. You have one ironclad, but the rest are like frigates. And frigates are like 4-3. While the ironclad, for example, is 15-15. As you can tell, it's a lot better than our frigates. So we want our frigates to more or less disappear. Got some major discoveries. Fantastic. Jackman rebels are in Poland. We can probably beat them quite easily. The rebels, basically, they don't get technology bonuses, so you basically, even by mid-game, yeah, you do just kind of wipe the floor with them. They're a presidential dictatorship, but that's not really that big of a deal. Oh, these guys are actually kicking our ass. Oh, they have a really good defense general. Okay, fantastic. We lose 9,000 men. More or less for nothing. So, you know, wasn't the smartest play we could have done. Bitter rain. Divide more. Yeah, just divert more water. I don't care if I lose 5 prestige. It really doesn't matter. But again, we're so far ahead of 2nd and 3rd place. Okay, Poland looks like they got that. So we're just going to go back to our own territory. But 2nd and 3rd place are so far beneath us right now that I'm not worried about 5 prestige. Like, we have what? How many points do we have? We have 1,200. The United States has 550. The United States will probably very quickly catch up. Once we get to like the 1880s. Or, yeah, the 1880s. In like the 1900s, when they will have a massive explosion of industry and stuff. Because right now, they're only, they're 2nd industry, and their points are growing quite a bit. Lose 14 life rating. Apparently, things are going really bad in Austria, but we just will not worry about that at all. Russia's at war with you. Are you at war with the French? Yes, that's why. I'm not going to get the military access for obvious reasons, because I don't want them to have military access. We're going to increase our opinion of Persia, because again, Japan's not actually trying to influence them. 2 Sicilies apparently actually became a great power. That's probably why Italy actually has not formed yet. So good on them for being quite strong. We are also trying to get Morocco, yes. Increase your opinion of them, get you up to cordial. Hopefully the French are not, yeah, they're not putting any points into them, so they're not too concerned with that. If we can start building up another army, but I don't really think it's necessary right now. Our army's looking pretty strong. Like, how many divisions? We have 185 divisions just ready to go at a moment's notice. Russia has 147. The French have 100, and the British have 285, but you know, they do have like all of India, so that's not a huge surprise. Do you unlock a new ship? You unlock commerce raiders, but we're trying. I mean, pre-dreadnoughts. What you really want is the dreadnoughts. These ships are really good. You get so many points. You get like 200 points per boat. We're just going to keep upgrading our naval base, because the naval base also gives us more colonial power, which we do need if we're going to want to be very competitive in Africa. So for now, we can basically just upgrade all these. Each port costs 17 grand. Like, they are expensive to upgrade. But that is completely okay. It is worth the it's worth the expense. Expand. Can't expand you. I'm looking at the wrong province. Okay, that makes sense. Expand the port there. All these ports look like they're doing pretty well. We can expand our port down here in Italy. And then we can also expand our 2 ports we have down here in Africa. Absolutely fantastic. There we go. Spent a decent chunk of money on that, but that's probably, it's still worthwhile, I would say. The Ottoman Empire, Hungary. How much money do we have invested in you? 28,000. No, we have 18,000. Russians have... okay. So clearly we need to put more money into Hungary. And I'm okay with that. Just keep on pumping money into the country. Pump money into Dalmatia as well. There we go. So now we have invested 69,000. Which is pretty nice for us. So Japan, they are a great power now. They have Ryukyu in their sphere, the cordial with Korea and Nepal. Eventually, they are going to start projecting their influence more and more. Because Japan usually becomes a great power like so late, they end up just trying to sphere like the weirdest people. Like you'll find Japanese influence in like the strangest spots. Okay, so we already got Morocco the friendly, which is great. I might as well just keep decreasing opinion of everybody who could possibly be a threat to us. Reduce Russia again. Just get them down to neutral. Okay, Morocco does want an alliance. I will ally them because, they are in a very vulnerable position. The French and the Spanish would probably both like take a nice chunk out of them. So if anything, we're just being a protective, like older brother. Papal State wants an alliance. I will absolutely say yes. I mean, our alliances are kind of limited. Do any of the great powers like us? Oh yeah, 2 Sicilies is a great power and they are allied to us. They're at 8 points. But not very good. I mean, we're still allied to the United States as well, but one of these guys will probably break their alliance. Not like the United States, again, they don't do anything. They're more or less just bad. So because we actually have so much money right now, we're just going to cut down tariffs down to 0%. That should allow our pop tier to actually have more money. Keep going for... jingoism. Well, let's go pro-military, because that should be fine. I'll go for a pro-military stance. The middle class looks like they're doing pretty okay. Getting their everyday needs. Some of them are getting their luxury needs. Getting their life needs. I mean, things are going okay. Administration looks like it's at 100% efficiency, so that seems pretty good. Okay, no, we're not going to crank our military spending then. Keep that at 75%. Were tariffs actually giving us all that money? Yes, they were. Let's put tariffs down to like 10% then. It's still a 15% cut, but it's still going to make us a lot of money. Because basically, it's saying that the pops themselves are having less money, but we have more money, which is pretty good. We're going to keep on... Apparently people in this one province are very anti-military, but we are still going to go for the pro-military stance. I think that is the best for us. Hopefully the Nationalists win again, but if, the Liberals win, we'll just put the Nationalists in charge, and it's completely okay. Because we're not an actual republic, which makes things pretty simple for us. We can build even more ships, but we can't build good ships yet, so I don't think there's really a good reason to. Keep going for state capitalism. The Liberals have won. Immediately crashing our economy. You know what? We'll keep the Liberals in charge for now. We'll see if they actually can do anything actually useful. Because right now, I can't even fund projects. Alshan Nationals have risen up. Well, that's fine. You're about to immediately die, so I'm not too worried about that. But they did have a cavalry division and a... No, wait. That's my side. I'm dumb. I'm looking at this the wrong way. But I think 2 or 3 of our infantry here actually rose up in rebellion against us, which is not great. We'll keep training. We'll train up 3 more infantry divisions. I'll put them into you. One thing that does suck about rebellions is that they can take your soldiers away from you, which is incredibly annoying. Also, I'm putting too much focus on our soldiers. So remove all these focuses for now, because these guys are fine. They have enough soldiers. I'm not worried about it. Like, what actually needs soldiers? You still... No, you're just at max. No, you're over. We need soldiers in this general area, but we're just going to ignore that for now. Our biggest industry areas, we are going to encourage more craftsmen, because you can never have enough craftsmen. And also getting some clerks as well, because clerks do help us with our science. I don't know how much. They're providing 0.23. 4% is optimal for clerks. Great power. I mean, we're getting a decent amount. Yeah, clerk. You know what? I probably just want to get clerks everywhere. Because clerks, I would like that research points. The research points would help us greatly. There we go. So let's go for clerks. Try to get them up to 4%. And Morocco can now be added to our sphere. And we do have another research slot available. So what do we want to research right now? Well, we might as well keep going up the... I mean, all these techs here basically suck. Build time. I mean, they do give you better attacks. So, I mean, there's still useful things here. Like, organization wouldn't even be, like, that bad for our navies. But for our navies, we're really just wanting to have a big fleet. Go there, kill their fleet once, and then that's it. Like, we're not really going to be trying to have a million naval battles. So let's go for prestige gain. Not useful. You're not useful either. I mean, you just get a lot of prestige. Education efficiency would be nice. We're at 80% literacy, which isn't bad. I'm actually going to go for inorganic chemistry. Just for an extra supply limit. Just so we can actually attack in the enemy forces a little bit easier. Who the hell are you? Am I crazy that it seems like people have just been appearing in random provinces? Maybe. I mean, we'll say yes to Switzerland just because it'll give us an opinion bonus. No, I think they immediately hate us because I think they think we break their alliance, which is just ridiculous. But what can you do? Apparently, we're actually second in military and second in prestige, which is not fantastic. Second in prestige against the British. Second in military against the British. I mean, I'm guessing the liberals are anti-military or pacifist. Yeah, they're anti-military. This policy does affect your military power score. You know, the more jingoistic your country, the stronger this point is. Okay, so we got our 3 infantry now. You can go meet up with these guys. Should be fine. Poland, will you be able to deal with that yourself? A 35 stack? I'm going to say probably not. As unfortunate as that is. Okay, so it looks like we got some things under construction. Unfortunately, again, I would like to... Intervention in Luxembourg. Luxembourgian government, such as German intervention, free from foreign control. I don't really care about Luxembourg that much. I mean, it would be nice to have them. But I don't think they'd be annexed into us. Unfortunately, they're kind of doing their own thing. Yeah, the French and the British are doing some good work against... I mean, am I putting points into them? Oh, they're in my sphere. I'm the dumbest man alive. Okay, I put more points into them. I am incredibly stupid. Whoops. Also, Morocco, we don't need to be putting 5 points, 3 points into you anymore. It's not a... It's not necessary. We're just going to keep on decreasing opinion of everybody who could possibly ever have an interest in Hungary. I don't think Hungary's ever going to become a great power. Persia, we are right now still at opposed, which is not great. Costa Rica defaults. Not a huge issue. I mean, our sphere kind of sucks. The Ottoman Empire, I mean, they're friendly towards us. So I think maybe it's time to keep on putting points into here. We'll decrease... No, let's wait till we get to 65 points with Luxembourg, and then we'll just ban the French. That makes things a lot simpler for us. Okay, decrease Hungary down to 1 point. Because most people don't really care about Hungary, I think. Not too much, at least. You're still at war with this guy. No, I'm not going to give military access. I don't want France... Oh, you're just going to annex the whole thing. Well, that's one way to get a foothold in Africa. I'll tell you that. But I do think that this is going to be a good time to end this episode. Thank you for watching. My name has been Anthem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, you can always thumb down. You want to super subscribe, and goodbye.